Hello students, today let's discuss the classification of grammars. So we call that as Chomsky hierarchy. Chomsky was the person who classified the grammar into four main types. So let's see them one by one. The first type is type 0 grammar. It's also called as unrestricted grammar or phrase structured grammar. The productions will be of the form alpha produces beta, where alpha belongs to V union T plus and beta belongs to V union T star. For example, S produces small a caps B small b or epsilon. Small a caps A produces small b caps A or small b. So the capital letters show they are the variables or non-terminals. Small letters say they are the terminals. This grammar, type 0 grammar, it generates recursively enumerable language. Turing machine can recognize this language. Next type is type 1 grammar. So let's have a look at this type 1 grammar. It is called context sensitive grammar. Now the productions will be of the form length of beta is greater than or equal to length of alpha. Here alpha beta belong to V union T plus. So it is also called as an epsilon free grammar. For example, you can have a look at the productions here. S is the start symbol. In the left, you can have a combination of variables and terminals. Even in the right, you will have a combination of variables and terminals. But this grammar will not have epsilon in the RHS. That is, in the right side, you will not have epsilon. And we all know that epsilon does not produce anything. So in any of the type of the grammar, we cannot keep epsilon in the LHS because epsilon cannot produce anything. So this type 1 grammar, it generates type 1 or context sensitive language. Linear bounded automata called as LBA recognizes this language. So that is about type 1 grammar. Next comes type 2 grammar or context free grammar. It is popularly known as CFG. The productions will be of the form A produces alpha, where alpha belongs to V union T star. So these are the few of the examples. S produces small a caps B small b or epsilon. Small letters indicate terminals. Capital letters show it is a variable or non-terminal. So this generates or recognizes type 2 or context free languages. Push down automata, typically called as PDA, can be constructed to recognize this language. The third type is type 3 grammar. It is also called as regular grammar. This regular grammar is classified into two types. The first type is right linear grammar. In right linear grammar, the variable is towards the right. The production will be of the form A produces WB. You can see some example. One example you can see there. The variable is in the right in case of right linear grammar. The next one is left linear grammar. The productions will be of the form A produces BW. Okay. So you can see an example. The variable is in the right. This B is the variable. If the variable is in the right, we call it as Right linear grammar, if the variable is in the left, we call it as left linear grammar. So, this type 3 grammar, it generates regular language. The grammar is linear grammar. So, that is about Chomsky hierarchy. Thank you.